So, welcome back yet again to the world of darkness. Uh, we find ourselves here yet again, and uh, first, second, uh, but okay. So here's how things have gone. As the brief recap goes of the last session, there was quite a lot of violence and fire last session. The whole party went out to deal with some very dangerous redneck vampires, and then of course the redneck hunters. Like they all just kind of just mixed it up, and who knows what happened with that. But Drumstick and his character John, they're kind of at a point here where they're either going to continue down the path of the cult, helping out the demons, or he's going to make some redemption. Now, that might not necessarily come today, but it's time to see where this goes when he's left to his own devices, away from the more lawful good party members that he's got with tinfoil.
Oh, come on, don't make me laugh.
Well, he is going the lawful good this time around. So, all right, that's where we're at. And I've gotten, before we started, we got John leveled up a little bit. So he's got more resolve now, which is good for his fire starting powers if he ever manages to use them successfully. Yeah, that hasn't really worked out for him thus far, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, where we left things off, the whole party was kind of coming back to town, and we're going to assume that William and Iris kind of split off to go do their corporate business, and John has, again, he's kind of the outcast party member, so maybe they just sort of dropped him off to the side, or maybe he wanted to go. Who knows? But John finds himself on his own yet again. And so, of course, you would go back. I'm assuming you would want to go back to your house, that nice house that you bought in the nice suburbs around town.
Yes.
All right. So, and it was like morning when we left off the story. So, we'll assume a couple hours have passed. It's maybe getting into the afternoon now. Maybe around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I guess so okay, like let me just bring something up here, because one of the things I did was kind of get a brief outline of your property, as it were, because that all we'd really established was that you spent about $500,000 on it and your car. So let me just kind of get that up here. Okay, so your house. You live out in the suburbs around Ashfield. They're very, very high end. Very nice lawns, big houses, like 2-story little suburban mansions. And your home, it has a nice, well-trimmed shrubbery. It's got a nice big white picket fence all around it. And a nice driveway, which the driveway now has your very high-end sports car out in front of it. And in the backyard there is a quite nice pool, a very big size pool. So John is living the good life right now.
Made it to the top.
Well, until that briefcase full of money runs out, that is. So yeah, you're back at your home, and I guess, is there anything you want to do at your, now that you've kind of walked or taken the bus back to your house, is there anything you want to do back at your house?
Nah, I guess not. Maybe get ammo and that's all.
Okay. Well, while we're at it, let's kind of adjust your character sheet here. So let me see. I'm just getting rid of some things that were either used or we'll say your character puts it into storage, like all the stolen watches and wallets that John stole at the motel, and the bag of weed. Well, he smoked that, so that's gone. So okay, that's all adjusted now. And oh yeah, the apartment key. No, you have your house and car keys. There you go. So,
Yes.
okay. I guess your usual routine then, which I'm gonna assume involves a lot of coffee.
Indeed. Maybe some energy drinks.
Oh, oh, all the caffeine, all the tobacco, all the indulgences, everything. Like, let's just, actually, here's the thing. Like, so far, like, everyone in my game is either addicted to coffee, tobacco, crack, or some combination of all of the above. Okay, so
Well, let's check the news. See if
ah
anything news and any
there
news
you go.
popped out.
Okay, well, give me a wits and composure for that. So let's see what kind of things your character notices on the news. All right, and just remember to switch it over. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but
God
like,
damn it.
yeah, but the roll is still good. The roll is still good. So while you're doing that, I'll say your character, as you're kind of sitting on your very nice, comfortable couch, and kind of you flip on your nice big screen TV. It's one of those gigantic, because it's a CRT, so it's a big tube television because it is the 80s. It is the 80s after all. So yeah, you kind of notice there's a lot of news reports about some kind of crazy gang warfare or something that went on down in Middleton. Authorities are kind of, they think it was some kind of I don't know, some kind of biker gang or something, but the reports are all very vague and they don't really seem to tell the full story.
How strange. Wonder what happened there.
It's a wonder indeed.
Well,
And so let's see. Let me just mark some time here, having passed. You got your news information, and let me see. Let me make sure you got your pistol rounds. Okay, so okay, as you're kind of like as you're going about your day, and we'll assume that you've also. I guess we can assume that John has a nice fresh change of clothes now. Like he's dressed to impress and all that.
nah, casual cloth.
All right, so he's still very humble. Uh, so okay, as you're kind of going around, you hear your doorbell ringing and some knocking. Someone is knocking and ringing at your doorbell.
I hate it when that happened. Okay. Well, let's go to the door and look through the spy.
All right. Well, give me that wits and composure.
Oh no, I'm
Well,
blind.
well, not gonna notice anything special, but you are gonna notice that you can see a very familiar person out there. That scruffy hair, really rough looking hippie. It's Arthur. He's kind of looking nervous as usual, but he's kind of banging on your door, and he's looking for you.
Okay, let's open the door.
All right, so yeah, Arthur, he's kind of again, he always looks like he's just coming down from something, but yeah, he's kind of looking at you, and he's like, "Whoa, nice place. I see, Hail Mammon and all that. I see it's working out for you."
Yeah, kind of.
So yeah, he's quite impressed, and he says though that hey, this is great and all that, and I know you've really been helping out, but I got something that I think you might want to see. It's pretty amazing. Do you got time?
I guess. But what is it that I want to see?
Ooh. So I guess now give me another wits and composure for something. All right. Well, you do notice that he's kind of, again, it's hard to tell because he's always so nervous looking, but he's kind of looking around, and also those little shadowy distortions, they're always kind of following you and him both. yeah, he's kind of looking at them and looking at you and just kind of nudging, like he's like kind of nudging with his head for you to follow him out to the little microbus that he's got parked right in your lawn.
Okay. Okay, I follow.
All right. So yeah, as you kind of follow along him, and also I do want to point out that his hippie wagon, he didn't park it in your driveway. He's just kind of like run it straight up into your lawn. Your grass is just all ruined. But
No problem. I'll get that fixed.
yeah, he's not the best driver, or probably a bit impaired, but yeah, he kind of motions for you to get on in, and he says there's it's going to be a little bit of a road trip, but hey, I know you're good for that sort of thing, what with last night and all. So he kind of he's getting into his van and wants you to follow.
Yeah, so, but where do you want to take me?
Oh, he's again. He's just kind of. He really wants you to get in, and he's just saying it's nothing. It's no no super secret cult business. Nothing to do with Mammon. It's just there's something. It's a ways out of town. It's actually off in Savannah. I know it's going to be a drive, but it's going to be worth it, man. Totally worth it.
Fine.
Oh, he's roped you in. All right.
Yeah, I follow along.
Okay. So yeah, he again, let me do a little check for him real quick. Like, let me just do a little something for him. Always with the dice checks. Yeah. Well, okay. Like as he's kind of pulling out of, he's turning his car on and pulling out of the, out of the lawn. Yeah, on the way out, he just kind of, bumps up against your mailbox and drives kind of across the ditch. But he gets the car out of your yard, and he starts down the road. So now, as you're in the car, give me a little wits and composure again. Just for something while you're in the car.
Yes, I guess something is happening.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. 2 successes. So yeah, while you're in his in his microbus, well, first off, it's filthy. Like there's wrappers and cups, just there's crap everywhere. He lives out of his microbus, so it doesn't smell great. But you're probably gonna notice that like in the back behind you all, there's sort of a sheet, like a black sheet draped over something that kind of looks like there might be a person underneath of it.
Okay. First off, I hope you're gonna pay for my mailbox. Like $50 and I'll forget about my lawn and my mailbox.
Ooh, Arthur, he's just kind of driving along, and he's like, I'll yeah, I got your back on that. I need some, a little money along the way here. We'll stop and I'll get you some along the way. Just don't mind that, he says as he keeps driving along.
Well, you didn't pay for it. And what's with this weird package back in the van?
Ooh, let me do a little roll for him real quick. Ooh.
We rolled.
Well, the social combat. So he just kind of like, again, he's keeping his cool there, although he does kind of glance over. He glances back there, and he says, "That is nothing. That's nothing. Don't worry about it."
Mm-hmm. Well, I could go to the wrapped pack and look in it. Can't I?
Well, yes, you could. Yes, you could.
He's driving. I mean, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
All right. Well, just give me a quick wits and composure, just to see how much you notice. You know, those stats get a lot of use. All right. Well, so yeah, because he's driving, he's not going to stop you or anything. You just kind of, as you kind of, reach over into the back, and you pull this black sheet up. What it appears to be is there's a guy. He looks kind of rough, like a biker, like looks kind of familiar, huh? And they got a stake through their chest.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, it's not the one. It's like, to clarify, it's not anyone that you all dealt with personally last night, but it's probably one of the bikers.
Oh god. I hate vampires.
But yeah, he's staked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and also he's gonna burn a little. He's gonna be sizzling a little bit when you pull that tarp back. So
so Arthur, why is this vampire person here?
again, I'll have to roll a little. Well, here's the thing. I guess you might want to roll a persuasion check first, real quick. So manipulation, persuasion, and I'll roll a little something, a little counter roll here.
Social
Okay.
combat overlord.
Well, hey, look, you get a bonus point of experience at the end for being good at the social combat. I'll say that. So, okay, yeah, Arthur, he kind of glances back there and he glances at you and he says, "Hey, don't, keep that thing covered. It's afternoon." But then he looks at you and as he's driving, and he says, "Well, it's got a little bit to do with where we're going." He doesn't seem to want to answer too straight, but he does say, those things, like, they're just like, that blood they got in them, like, it will get you high as fuck.
God damn it. I hope I don't have to deal with any more vampires.
Oh, yeah. He just
Again,
kinda,
where are we driving?
oh yeah, he's so, like, at this point, like, you've gone out of the suburbs. It's been a few minutes while all this social combat's been going on. You've gone out of the suburbs and you're starting to go back, into the country roads. And he says that, well, I told you there's this place in Savannah. I know it's a ways out of the way, but it is a pretty awesome place. Like, we can get so fucked up you don't even know.
Getting fucked up. Okay. Manipulation, intimidation. Listen
Ooh.
up, Mr. Arthur. I got a rough last night. Dealt with vampires. Nobody told me about fucking vampires, and I almost died. Where the fuck are we driving?
Ooh. Let's see. Let me do a little counter roll here. Okay. So yeah, he's Arthur's he's getting that nervous look again, and he just he's looking around, like he's twitching and looking around out the window and everything, and he says, "Yeah, I know it's a whole lot to take in all at once, ain't it? But I'm telling you, I think things will be a little clearer once we go and have some fun, right? It'll all come together." And he's again just looking nervous and kind of half answering things.
God damn it. Can I steal something from the bus? From inside the bus?
Well, you certainly can. I don't know if you want to.
Let's check if I can see anything.
Okay then.
So, what dice?
Wits and composure, always.
Okay.
So, like, this, just to see if you notice anything. Well, again, this vehicle, it's where he lives. There's like dirty clothes all over the place. There's just trash, like, burger wrappers and cups, things like that. There's some cigarette butts. It's, as far as you can see, there is nothing you'd really want to even touch.
Not even a lighter?
Oh, a lighter. Oh. Well, again, as far as you can see, there's none around. It's probably in his pockets.
Well, God damn it. Then I'll quietly move along with the ride.
All right. Well, let me do another little check for him real quick, because he is the one driving, which is a horrible, horrible mistake. But yeah. Okay. All right. So all right. As time goes on, the afternoon is kind of getting away here. You drive way out into the country, and actually you get back onto the highway. So you're going down the highway. And again, like you said, you're going to Savannah, which is on the, to anyone who doesn't know, east side of Georgia, along the ocean. But yeah, it's going to be a trip. And as you're going along, eventually Arthur kind of he eventually says something, and he says, "Hey, I just remembered I haven't had breakfast today. Breakfast, it's the most important meal of the day, don't you think? We should go get something, and maybe some gas too, and some money."
Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, let's have breakfast at 4 in the afternoon.
Well, I had my first meal usually when I was not working at 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep, that's
So
living the lifestyle.
it could be considered breakfast.
Hey, it's breakfast anytime. All right, so again, looking at my notes here. Okay, so eventually Arthur he sees a gas station along the highway. It's fairly isolated. It's a very long stretch of highway with lots of nothing, and again, it's a very wooded area, still very foresty. But yeah, he pulls over into this gas station, which is also a convenience store, and he just kind of pulls up, and he wanted to get some gas for his van, but also some food. So you're now parked, so you kind of have some time.
Great. How about taking a leak, getting a coffee, and stealing stuff?
All right, so I guess in which order do you want to hit the toilets first, or
In that order which I said. First,
Okay.
going to the toilet, then getting me some coffee.
Okay. Well, so okay, I'll say Arthur. He's gonna start pumping some gas, and he also happens to have some gas cans, like to just take a few cans of gas as well. He's prepared to for something. But yeah, he says he'll be on that, and he'll be when you come out, he'll probably be ready to to go inside and get something to eat too. So yeah, he'll be doing that, and you can go use the toilet. And now's the check, like don't sit on the toilet seat. Oh no.
I want to lick the toilet seat just because I can.
Uh,
No, I'm not gonna do
yeah.
it.
So let's I would say, how about give me a stamina resolve for something.
Stamina resolve. Oh, Jesus. 7 dice. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Your resolve is great now. That's the thing.
I did something.
All right, you got to roll again.
Oh,
And another.
critical.
Oh,
I-
not quite.
I only got a critical once, eh? And tinfoil all the time. Can't believe it.
Yeah, you gotta have those dice. like if you'd gotten a critical, that would have been very good for you. But I'm gonna say that you find the bathroom. It's filthy, but your character manages to persevere and take a leak. If you'd gotten a critical, I'd say that you're just so relaxed that you get a point of willpower or something. But no. Okay, so overall, that's gonna take you around 15 minutes.
Holy
you don't
shit.
get any, yeah, you don't get any illnesses though. Like no illnesses, nothing like that. So you did good. And as you
I take 15 minutes to take a leak? God
I
damn.
like to do things in 15-minute increments. But yeah. So let me update the time there. Okay. So all right. I guess after that, what do you want to do? You want to go out of the bathroom and
Getting out of the bathroom to the convenience store and get me some coffee.
all right. Well, as you're doing that, Arthur is eventually going to finish up with the gas and whatever else he was doing, and he's gonna kind of come in to join you. And in this convenience store, no check needed. Like they don't have a lot. They've got like lots of chips and candy bars, beer. I think like they would have some hot dogs, like some kind of roadside, some really crappy hot dogs, but not much in the way of proper food. But that's what they got.
Yeah, I can live on candy bars. So
Alright.
I'm gonna see them and maybe buy a coffee. Because I'm a nice guy.
As long as you pay for your coffee. So okay, I guess to see how well you can steal successfully, give me that that dexterity plus let's see, be dexterity plus larceny to steal. You don't have any skill in that. You have no larceny.
God damn it.
So yeah, it's gonna be like one dice. One dice.
I really need to get larceny.
Yes, you do.
God damn it.
Well, things are gonna escalate. But yeah, like as you're kind of reaching for the candy bars, so the cashier, who's just your average, just a very average like plaid shirt wearing, cap, just your average Southern cashier, he kind of looks at you like he's giving you a funny look as you're reaching down there, 'cause he sees you, and but hey, like as you're doing that, Arthur, he's also up to the counter, and he's just kind of getting a hot dog. So at this point, there's nobody's acting on anything yet.
Okay.
So yeah. But you
Right.
probably they see you though. They see you going for that candy bar.
Fine, let's buy a candy bar.
All right. So so as you're getting ready to pay for your candy bar, and Arthur's got his hot dog, and he's also got some chips too. So Arthur, it looks like he's reaching in to pay, and Arthur just like this whole time he has had a pistol in in his
I
pants.
knew it.
Yeah, he just kind of reaches in and he says, "Yeah, I'll be taking that hot dog. Thanks for that. Also, I need some money to pay John. So open up the cash
God
register." Chaotic neutral.
God damn it, Arthur.
So yeah, now that's gonna start happening.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna wait in the car. Bring a cup of coffee for me, please.
Well, you're gonna say that now. Let's see if something happens here. So let me do a check for the something here. All right, let's see. Okay, getting some dice here. All right.
Uh-oh, alarm triggered.
Not quite. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna start walking out, but as you're beginning to do that, so this guy, like he's looking at Arthur, he's looking at you, and he's like slowly reaching under the counter for something, and then he just pops back up with a shotgun.
Of course.
Yeah, welcome to the South. So yeah, now we have combat starting, and I need to do some dice rolls here. It escalated a little. Things escalated a little, and you're trying to steal the candy bar didn't help. Oh, okay. So let me put some things on the tracker here. Let me get all the things ready.
I should have stopped Arthur, shouldn't I?
You could have. You could have tried to talk him down, but you were like, nope, I'm out of here. Well, all right. So let me just kind of get some combat tracker going there. All right. So time to roll that initiative. So give me a single dice roll, and I'll be taking some dice rolls too.
Nice.
Okay. So let's see. You got a 9. So like, okay, you got 9 plus your. Hold on. So 9 plus your 7. All right, that's good. Put that in there. Okay, so right now you're probably going to be going first. But then, okay, let's see. My roll was... Okay, and let me just make a note of that. So let's see, Arthur's probably going to go second. And then the gas station employee. And yeah, they're... Okay, so they're gonna go last. Okay, so the turn order here is going to be you, then Arthur, then the gas station employee. Again, where we're at is they've just pulled Arthur pulled a gun on him, he pulled a shotgun on both of you, and now it's you have like a second here to react or do things.
God damn it. Well, I'm gonna pull out my gun, aim at the cashier, of course.
Okay,
and
well, it's gonna take a turn just to pull your gun out. That's the thing. You're no tinfoil. You don't have that quick draw.
God damn it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna draw out my gun, and I would like to, if I can, attempt to talk him down, put the gun down, both of them.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to pick, one to start with, and then persuade or intimidate. You got to decide how you want to do that.
Intimidate Arthur.
Oh, okay. So yeah, roll them dice. All right, and I'll do a counter roll.
God damn it.
Okay, it's a bit of a draw. So,
yes.
Yeah, let's do the 1 dice. That's my tiebreakers. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I guess while you're drawing your gun, you're talking to Arthur, just telling him to put the damn gun away. But he's listening to you, and again, he was just gonna rob this place over a hot dog. Then the money to pay you back was just kind of a secondary thing. But yeah, he's slowly gonna put his gun down. Then it's gonna... okay, that's gonna be his turn too, in response to you. Then it's gonna roll around to the guy with the shotgun, and does he want to put his gun down? That's the thing.
I hope.
Well, let's see. It all comes down to the dice. It all comes down to the dice. So let me roll up here. Ooh. Well, his resolve with that shotgun is greater than both of yours. So no, the guy, the employee, he's got that shotgun leveled at both of you, and he's telling you that you got like 2 seconds to get the fuck out of here before he blows your head off.
Does it mean we can leave?
Well,
or does it mean like I'm gonna shoot you anyways, but I'm gonna give you like 2 seconds to run?
That's your call to interpret, but it's gonna roll back around to you now, and he's gonna spend that turn aiming. Mechanically, he's aiming now, so that +1.
Yeah, I would like to run to the car.
Okay, so I guess you're gonna go full tilt run, which will
Yeah.
give you lots of speed. Okay, so yeah, that'll again, it's not much area here, so that will allow you to get to the vehicle in one turn. Which again, though, I will say Arthur has the keys. But anyway, so that's your turn. So now on Arthur, I need to make another composure resolve to see if he can see what he's gonna do here.
God damn it.
It's all about the dice. It's fate is a dice roll. So yeah, Arthur, he's kind of like he's a little angry that you're running out on him, and he really wants that money from the cash register because he does have to pay you back after all. It's very important. But yeah, seeing that you've run, and seeing that this guy means business, he just like he grabs a candy bar. He grabs like a handful of candy bars and just books it out the door.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna join you at the car, and yeah, on the so like you're both at the vehicle now, and so this guy now it's gonna roll around to the employee again, and let's see, let me see what he's gonna do here. Let's see, let me see what is his rolls. Let me check something. Okay, so let's see with the penalty. Okay. All right, so yeah, this guy, as you all are running the fuck away, yeah, he kind of he fires one blind shot out the door behind you all, like he's kind of like chasing after you, and he starts shooting, and it kind of you hear lots of metal clanking, but it doesn't. It doesn't hit you. However, one bullet does kind of graze Arthur a little bit, but not too badly. So, just marking a point of damage there. So now it's going to roll back around to you and Arthur, and you're both at the vehicle.
Yes. I would like to get in the vehicle and get the F away.
Okay. Arthur he'll go along with that. So yeah, he jumps in and he's gonna start getting the thing started. Let's do a drive check here, which again, let's hope that goes well. He's also just been shot, so it's gonna give him a little penalty.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he just slams on the gas and like just pulls out of there, tires screeching, and this guy is he's firing shotgun shells into the air, and shouting after you all, but no, you managed to get back on the highway and get out of there. So everything is okay now. Everything's okay now, except Arthur has been shot.
Yeah, he deserved it.
All right, so as you're in the car, Arthur, he's frantically driving while he's kind of like holding his shoulder that's been grazed, and he's like, man, what was that? What was that all about?
Back at ya. What was that all about?
All right, so yeah, Arthur is again not driving at his best, but he's kind of like holding his shoulder and looking at it. It doesn't seem to be too bad of a wound. It'll probably heal on its own. But yeah, he's kind of looking at you and saying, "It's like, man, I was gonna get the money to pay you back for your mailbox and a hot dog too. God damn it, I forgot my hot dog."
You got candy bars, don't you?
Enjoy
your breakfast.
That's breakfast now.
I didn't even get my coffee.
Oh yeah, you didn't get your coffee. No.
And that is, by the way, way worse than my mailbox or my lawn.
oh, now it's on. But and also, hold on, I just want to, okay, like mechanically here, you had a chance to get that point of willpower for the greeds, but you didn't do it. Oh.
Yeah, never mind about that.
See, I thought for sure you're gonna do some terrible things there, but you did good. You did good.
I'm not a
Anyway.
heartless monster.
Not
Yet.
yet, anyway. All right, so yeah, as you all are back on the road, and let's see, let me just check some skills here. Let's see. Checking. Okay, Arthur does have some medicine skill. So I'm gonna say while he's driving, he's just, since it's a very light wound, he's just gonna be like reaching in the glove box, maybe pulling out some band-aids or something. It's not like, it's just a grazing wound. So I'm gonna say that while he's driving, he's also gonna be kind of patching himself up. So let's see. Let me do some dice rolls for that right quick. Doesn't need too much.
Is my
Okay.
dice pool bigger for driving?
Let's see. For driving, actually, I think you're both about might be both the same. Yeah, I think you're both the same for driving.
Okay.
It's just he kind of suffers a lot of penalties because he's high as hell. But okay, so like while he's driving, he's kind of patch himself up, so his damage is gonna start going away now because it was only 1 point.
Okay.
So just everything's good. It's like it never happened. So all right, I guess like as he's gonna keep on course driving down the highway, and the traffic is gonna start getting thicker as you start getting near Savannah. So I guess like if there's anything else to be added before things progress.
Yeah, Arthur, I would like to say, next time you want to try to pull such a thing, inform me before pulling your gun, please.
He's all hurt at that. He's like, man, I just I can't help it sometimes. It's maybe it's that whole not having a soul thing. It's always gets in the way.
Not having a soul?
Oh yeah. I guess now's the time for him to explain that. So when you might ask that, he's like, oh yeah, because the cult, the demons, all that. Oh man, years ago I sold my soul off to a demon. It was for a mountain of cocaine. And I went through all of it. So yeah.
You're fucking stupid.
Well, it's so like his like on his sheet, like he's addicted to everything. That's kind of his thing.
So, how does one make a deal with the devil and offering him your own soul?
All right. Well, he's gonna, as he's driving, and again, you're getting into town now. Like it's a city, proper big city, much bigger than Ashfield. But he's gonna explain that, well, not all the demons you see, they're not all just zombies. There's some powerful ones out there, and there's ones that can make deals. They can do all sorts of things. They can make you rich if you want, but it always costs something.
Okay, how can I get a contact for a devil? Like, what if I decided one day, yeah, I don't want a soul. Who am I gonna call?
Oh boy. So yeah, Arthur's he's giving you that look, and he says, well, yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that too much. And he just kind of laughs. But he does say, I'm sure back at, home base, I'm sure somebody could hook you up, but oh, your soul, oh, that Mammon has got his claws around you good. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah, just between the two of us, there is a way to reverse that, right?
Oh, okay. Give me a little manipulation persuasion.
Which is the same as intimidation. Okay.
Yep. Same for you. All right. Well, he's gonna say, to reverse it is, if there was a way, I sure wish I knew, because that cocaine's gone, and I still don't have a soul. But yeah, he doesn't seem to really know anything, but he is pretty forthcoming in answering any questions.
God damn it. Well, okay, I guess I have to live with my black soul, I guess.
uh, yeah, Drumstick Soul is safe for now. But so okay, like I guess again you're getting into the city now, and also time has been advancing, and it's starting. Sun's starting to go down. It's getting very late now in the afternoon. Let me update that. But eventually, you're gonna come around to you're gonna start going into the downtown area of Savannah, and that's where there's gonna be lots of clubs and bars and things like that.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Arthur's taking you on a trip. So, yeah. Eventually, Arthur is gonna. There's gonna be like a certain place, like a very it's got some red neon signs outside and a bit of a waiting line. Um, and Arthur's gonna slowly begin pulling off from the road into a back alleyway next to this club. And he kind of looks over at you and looks in the back and says, "Yeah, this is about it right here."
We're not gonna rob this place, right?
Oh, now what would ever give you that idea? But yeah, he just kind of he says, "No, no, nothing like that. But I am gonna get you hooked up with the very best shit. Oh yes."
Okay. Okay. I'm not that much into drugs, but why not?
All right, yeah, yeah. I guess John only takes his drugs if there's coffee in it. But okay, let's see. Well, okay, at this point, while you're gonna be getting out, like he's getting out, and you're gonna want to do a wits composure check for something.
Okay.
Just a little reflexive check.
Oh,
Okay,
good reflex.
quite good. So, yeah, as you're going to be out there, what you're going to notice is that on the side of this building, like the alleyway is very normal, but the side of this building, there's some things painted, like some kind of symbols painted on the side of the building. Your character has no idea what they are, but it doesn't seem like normal things to be. It's not graffiti or anything like that. It stands out.
So, are we gonna deal with vampires or what now?
Oh, so Arthur, he's at this point he's just kind of like opening up the back of the microbus and he's starting to drag that unconscious vampire out, and
Oh,
he says, well, maybe something like that, but well, you'll see in a minute. And it's at this point that like, okay, it's like where you're at. There's sort of like a side door, like some steps and a side door, and the door is kind of opened up, and there's some very maybe bouncers or thugs, something like that. They're kind of like looking over at you all.
Can I see a titty or something?
Oh, soon enough, soon enough.
Well, again, I hope I don't get really involved with vampires here because, well, Arthur, again, I had a rough day.
All right, so yeah, Arthur, he's just gonna kind of grin, and he's gonna ask, so hey, can you help me out with this? It's kind of fucking heavy, and he just kind of wants some help moving the body.
I don't really want to, but I like to help people. Yes, why not?
Yes.
I guess that's compassion, right?
Oh, the best kind of compassion. All right, so I guess give me just a bit of an athletics check here, just strength and athletics, and yeah,
Athletics 1, which is 2.
Yep, because you are the stronger one here. Okay, so yeah, okay, all right.
I am stronger with 1 point.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
it's your you have the athletic skill. That's the thing. Uh, but yeah, so you're gonna help him, and he's gonna start dragging together. You're gonna drag this thing up those little stairs, and the bouncer looking guys, they just kind of nod and they motion for you to go inside. So you've got entry. You are allowed in now. And I guess again, give me another little reflexive wits and composure check.
To check if I see that titty. I don't.
Oh, no titty for you. But okay, as you go in, like you can hear some, there's some rock music kind of blasting in another room, but it's
Oh, I
like
like that.
yeah, but you are in the back room, so like you're in the back room of this club, and as you're just going along, uh, there's lots of bouncers. There's lots of very shady looking. They're either bouncers or some kind of thug. Most of them wear suits, and there's lots of just packages, right? There's lots of packages just kind of around the room. There's some tables that just have cocaine and guns just kind of out there. And of course, there's a few strippers just kind of wandering around, talking to the bouncers. But yeah, it seems like this is where all the business happens, is back here.
Okay. So we just delivered the corpse, I guess, the paralyzed vampire.
All right, so now that you're in the place, and the door is gonna shut behind you all, so now Arthur is gonna talk, and he's gonna say, this is gonna blow your mind, man. So I know you don't like vampires too much, but now that we're in here, we can actually talk. So yeah, bad news, it's vampires, but good news, it's not it's not anything like last night.
I suddenly feel the urge to leave.
Oh,
Okay,
what's John gonna do?
So they're gonna eat us now, or what?
Oh, no. So Arthur, and again, I guess you're still kind of dragging this body along, but yeah, Arthur says, no, there's so I know you got all this hail mammon and all that, but no, there's some other stuff going on here, and I think you're gonna want in on it. I think you're gonna want in, and I think you're gonna want to meet this guy too. He's pretty great.
Is he a vampire?
Yeah, Arthur just nods and it says, "Yeah, but no, it's cool. Trust me."
Please know that I am just having a really annoyed face about vampires.
John does not like the vampires.
Nah, not really. Not at all.
So yeah, at this point, like you're gonna be kind of going through this place, and the bouncers are just kind of waving you along to, to go somewhere, and eventually though you're gonna get to a certain thing here, and give me another reflexive wits and composure check.
If I maybe see that booty? I see that booty.
So what you're gonna see is like in this area, there, and it's so okay. There's first off, there's some private little booths to the side, and yeah, there are some strippers that look to be passed out on the couches, in various states of undress, shall we say. But but yeah, the main feature here is there's two bouncers kind of standing around this one thing, and it's if you will believe it or not, it is a throne, just a big, very ornate looking throne, and there's a guy kind of sprawled out across it, just wearing all he's wearing is a silk bathrobe and his underwear, and that's it, and he's just waving a gun around, kind of talking to himself.
Oh, great. Great. So, am I supposed to go to him or what?
Well, again, at this point, you're just helping Arthur to carry this body. But I'm just saying this is what you see right now, and I guess if John has anything to add before Arthur kind of starts talking to this guy.
Nah, I don't have anything to add.
All right. Well, Arthur he just kind of motions to you that you can, it's okay to drop the corpse. And he says, "So this is who I wanted you to meet. So I know that the cult, they gave you the whole speech about, you got to be a player instead of a pawn and all that, but no, I think this is the real deal here. I think this might actually get you out of things." And he kind of waves to the guy on the throne, who barely seems to notice you all.
I'm not gay.
John doesn't go that way.
I ain't gonna what's the word? Bend over for a guy. This ain't gonna happening.
Oh.
Well, but I'm willing to talk to him.
All right. So yeah, the guy on the throne, he well, first off, let me do a little check here, because there's a little bit of a check that has to be made for reasons. You always love it when the DM is doing things for reasons. So let's see, let me get a dice pool going here. All right. Okay. So yeah, the guy on the throne, he's just sort of waving his gun around, and he seems to be rather high, much like Arthur. But yeah, he kind of looks over at you all, and he says, "It's like, oh, you finally got it. It's great." And you can see that you got a body kind of wrapped up in that tarp. He says, "So you all need anything, or why the fuck are you here?"
What? I don't know why I'm here.
All right. Well, I guess Arthur's gonna save you here. So Arthur says, "It's that thing you needed, and I brought John to meet you. I think we might have we might have a plan going here. And I guess now, if you want to say anything before things happen."
Nah, I don't like vampires that much anymore. I don't like to talk that much. Like I listen rather.
All right. Well, as John disagrees, things happen. But okay. So this guy, he kind of looks at you, and he's waving his gun around, just and he's saying, "It's like I hear you there. I don't like them very much either. In fact, I'm trying to get rid of them. And I think you and Arthur can help me. What was you, Jack? What was that name? I forget."
It was James. It was John. God damn it! So you can see them little crawly thingies too, or what?
Ooh, and that's a good point. So roll a quick wits and composure.
Wits and composure.
Yeah. So okay, I guess as you're gonna say that, you may notice that there's none of them around here. I guess it would almost be jarring, because they've been following you for over a week. But no, there's none of them in here. Absolutely none, which might be a little bit odd, because they're even in the car with you. But yeah, so okay, that's just your character's observation. And so this guy, he's gonna say, the things, huh? No, I can't say I see them, but I know I know all about them. Arthur, he's my eyes on this, and I've been real careful that none of them can get in here. All right, this place is safe.
Okay, I like that for once, not seeing horror creatures crawling everywhere.
Yeah, for once, John isn't freaking out.
Great, great. Yeah. So what? Why am I here again?
And let me roll a thing. So okay, like this guy seems to, want to answer, but he like as you're talking, he just starts kind of shouting, and it seems like he starts shouting in another language. It's none of the characters here know Russian, so but yeah, and he's just kind of talking to someone, like he's waving his gun around angrily and just talking to someone next to him, but there's no one there. But
Okay.
yeah, but eventually he kind of gets back to you, I guess, and yeah, he kind of remembers what he was doing, and he says that well, you're here because Arthur wants you to be here, and Arthur is here because I need him. I need all the help I can get.
For what?
Ooh, and I guess here do some of that manipulation, persuasion. Let's see how straight of an answer you'll get. All right. So yeah, he kind of at this point he sort of gets up off of his throne, and he's just kind of pacing around, and he says, "So I know we're a ways out here from from Ashfield and all that, but you have to notice there's shit everywhere. There's vampires and demons and crazy hunters and who the fuck knows what else." And he's just waving his gun around as he's saying this, and he says, "So yeah, I want to get rid of all of them."
All of them? Well, I'm not sure if that's a good idea because I'm not like, fully human. But okay. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. But I like vampires are stupid. Are you a vampire?
Well, okay, quick wits and composure to see if there's something your character would have noticed already.
Oh,
Hmm. Well, I guess the only thing your characters really would have noticed already is this guy's very, very pale. Uh, but yeah, he's just kind of. And again, let me just do a check for a something. Always with them somethings. Okay. So again, he's just while when you ask a question, and even before that, he just starts shouting in Russian at whoever's standing next to him that's not really there. Just waving the gun and like he's gonna shoot someone, but yeah, he kind of calms down again, and eventually he says, what? Oh yeah, the vampires, yeah, of course I'm a fucking vampire, I think, anyway. He goes on to say, um, no, what I want to do is I want to get rid of all of these things that are trying to keep people like me and you and even Arthur down. There's all these all these big organizations, just the those corporate vampires up in their towers in Atlanta, and all those bikers roaming around the wilderness, and those cultists trying to. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do, but I want to stop it.
I like. Yes. Um, just a question. Who are you talking to in I think that's Russian?
Oh, he shouldn't have asked him that. You shouldn't
Oh,
have
god
asked
damn
him
it!
that. So let me do another check for a thing.
I'm gonna get shot.
So yeah, he gets rather angry. Like he gets angry at this question even, but then his anger seems to turn to again like the whoever's beside him in his head. And he starts shouting and flailing the gun, and again he's pacing around the room, and eventually he just he puts his hand up, and he pulls the trigger, and he shoots whatever's invisible thing standing next to him, and so let me do a little check for a thing now again.
If the imaginary things are dead.
Well, not so much of that as, so okay, Yeah, because he was pacing around so much and not really paying attention to, like, where he's facing, or yeah, when he shoots at this invisible thing, he happens to be standing in front of one of his bouncer guards, and yeah, no, the bullet just goes straight through his brain. He just dead right there. And he doesn't seem to notice it really. Like, the other bouncer's just kind of shaking his head, and the guy with the gun, he doesn't even notice he did it. He just kind of goes back to business as usual.
So is the bouncer going off in dust, or is
Nope,
he like
he's
a dead
just
person?
no, he's just fucking dead.
Not turning into ash or something like that.
Nope, just a human body on the floor.
Great, great. That's a bit relieving, I guess. So yeah, but why do you need me? How can I help? What's in for me, if I may ask? Don't shoot.
All right, let's see. Let me do another little a roll for a thing now, for a different thing. But let's see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, again, he's sort of like shouting and kind of banging his head with the gun, like just the side of the gun to his head, but eventually kind of calms down, and he gets his composure, and he slumps back over in his throne, and he says, "Okay, so yeah, you two, you're big on the demons and the all that all that shit that went down. Well, see, I know about that. I've known about it for a while now, and I need some people that can help me out with that, actually, and a couple of other things too."
Like, for example, what exactly?
All right, well, give me that manipulation persuasion.
Of course.
Yeah, the social combat. Hmm. All right. Well, your answers may vary, but yeah, he just kind of yeah, he kind of waves the gun around, and eventually just sort of like tosses it over the side of his shoulder. But yeah, he says that what I need is so I need the same thing that the cult needs, but not quite. So I know that you and Arthur and a bunch of other people in robes are trying to get that thing back, Mammon, right? So I want that. I want Mammon, but not for the same reasons that cult does.
Okay. And so you want to control him, or kill him, or I guess, or what?
All right, manipulation persuasion again. Roll them dice.
Ah, god damn it.
Oh. So yeah, he's just gonna say, I got plans. The cult, they want to, they're all hail Mammon, and they think it's gonna make them rich. But see, Arthur, my man Arthur here, he knows that if that thing gets loose, there ain't gonna be any riches. It's just gonna be fire. No more Coke and McDonald's, and no one wants that. So I've got other plans.
Yeah. Yeah, about Mammon. I would like to get a few steps closer to him, look him in the eyes, and tell him, you don't want that. You don't.
Oh,
Believe
John
me.
knows all about it.
You don't want that.
All right, well, roll that intimidations. All right,
Pretty
got your roll again.
successful.
Oh, 3. Yeah. Well, okay. So let me. It's gonna be contested, but I think you're good. Yeah. So okay. He kind of. You seem to have gotten to him a little bit, and so he'll open up a bit more, and he says that so okay, if you really want to know here, I do have a plan. So you know those those cultists, and I know you've seen those those fun guys on bikes, and also I bet you even have a little experience. I think I know already about some corporate suits. You don't like them too much, right? Well, you know what it takes to get rid of them. It's gonna take some power, and Mammon, that's the kind of power that we need.
Have you ever seen Mammon?
Oh, yeah. So he doesn't. He hasn't seen any of it personally, but he's gonna say that. I know it can do some shit, but despite what that cult's been filling your little brain with, Mammon is not some kind of god or anything. It's just a spirit, and spirits can be bound like anything else. And I think we can turn Mammon into a weapon, a controlled one.
Have you ever seen Mammon in real? Have you ever experienced hell?
Ooh, John's gonna do the whole "I've been to hell" thing.
Yeah.
But hey,
Never.
I'll give you a bonus there. So okay, like instead of 4 dice, give me 5 dice for your intimidation. You get a bonus.
Yay.
Well, you got a success at least. But yeah, he's just kind of, he's gonna, again in his chair, he's kind of slumped back and he's waving his hands at you, and he's gonna say, "No, I've never seen it, but I've seen lots of things in my time, and I think we can get a handle on this situation. I've got some friends, shall we say," and he kind of motions around the room, which your character will have noticed. There's not just bouncers, but there's some people in suits. Like he does seem to have friends.
And what can they do against this giant monster?
He's gonna answer and say, well, these guys, they've got lots of fucking guns. That's what they've got. But I have other friends, the kind that can, wiggle their fingers and do all kinds of magic shit, and they might be able to help out here. I got some connections.
Okay, great and all, but there's one little tiny problem. Mammon is bound into a picture in which I was bound before him, and this picture is now with the stupid vampires.
Oh, now he knows about this, so he's gonna hop up out of his throne and say, "Yeah, I already ahead of you," and he points over to Arthur, and so Arthur is actually gonna pick it up here, and Arthur's gonna say, "So yeah, about that, the cult, they're gonna need that too, right? The cult is gonna want that painting, and we do too. So that's why we need to keep helping the cult out, and eventually we're gonna have a moment. We're gonna be able to get to that painting with with his help, with Victor's help." Motions over. That's the guy on the throne. So they've got a plan.
Okay, cool, great. Yeah. So, and how do you want to turn him into a weapon?
All right, give me that manipulation persuasion to get the straight answers that you seek. All right, so okay, now Arthur is the one that knows about this, and Arthur is going to say that so what the cult wants to do is they want to free Mammon out of that prison, but but that'll just let him free. No, what we want to do is we want to bind the painting and then let Mammon out, which will let him out, but he'll be bound to the painting and whoever holds it.
Yeah, but he is able to destroy you with just a twitch of his tentacle, you know. So what about that?
Oh, they seem rather confident. That yeah, both Arthur and Victor, they seem confident that they know enough. They know enough voodoo that they can keep this thing on a leash. That's what they're saying. It's just a spirit like any other spirit. It's just a ghost.
Well, I guess on the other hand, if me plus two idiots can handle him, I guess why not? Why not? You should be able to do it. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so how can I help you?
All right, all right. You're on board. You're on the Coke train. So yeah, Victor's gonna say that all you need to do is keep doing what you're already doing. But there's gonna be some catches here. So he's gonna need you to do some things every now and then. And of course, when the time comes, that painting cannot get into the cult's hands. It just absolutely cannot.
Okay, okay, cool. I can do that. Yes, yes. But what's in for me?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. So let's see how good of a deal you can barter out of this. So manipulation, persuasion. Ooh. All right, but it's gonna be contested. It's gonna be contested. So let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay. Well, yeah, Victor, he kind of settles back in on his throne, and he thinks for a minute. He's kind of rubbing his chin, um, and then he kind of points over your shoulder to a table that's behind you, and this table, which you didn't really, you didn't look too hard at it on the way in, but there's just guns, stacks of money, and just literal like a small mountain of cocaine in bags stacked up there. And he says, "Well, I've got a lot of cocaine."
Yeah, I'm not so much into drugs, but rather into cash.
He's he nods and he's like, I see, I see how it is. Uh, well, I suppose this club here makes a good amount of money. I suppose I could let you in on some of that too. But the cocaine, it's good for your health. You sure you don't want that too?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure about that. Money is all I want. Money can buy drugs and can buy guns, so it's superior.
He seems kind of disappointed there. He really does seem to love his cocaine stash. But yeah, he kind of nods and says, "That's I guess that's acceptable." He looks over at Arthur, and Arthur, yeah, he's Arthur's looking at you and just kind of going, why didn't you take the cocaine? Like, come on."
Also, if you would be kind enough to maybe let me know if there's any way to get my soul back to normal, that'd be great.
Well, Victor here, he doesn't really know the answer to that, but he's just gonna say that whatever's going on with that with that thing inside you, that it's probably once they're done with Mammon, it'll probably be fixed. Maybe he doesn't really know.
But it could theoretically kill me, right?
Victor, again, all he knows, he just kind of shrugs and says, "Yeah, sure, why the fuck not?"
Great.
No one knows anything.
Well, fine then. Then I'm just gonna do what I'm doing always, stealing stuff and stealing stuff, I guess.
All right. Well, okay. Now, since you've agreed to help him out, he's gonna have a little proposition for you, an extra one. So
Ooh.
now he's grinning and saying, "Well, now that we're all in agreement here, there is actually something you can help out with right here and now." So, and he kind of looks at you and at Arthur, and he says, "So, that whole thing last night, which I'll let you know, I helped to set all that up. So that I hear that there's a certain a certain white trash vampire in someone's trunk. What was it, William, I think. I need that. I need that, and also that other one too. I need one of those corporate suit types. I need to get those as soon as possible."
Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm supposed to do that on my own, or
Oh, he's just gonna say that it's like, "Well, I hear you all are really close. I won't hold that against you, but just maybe see if you can get them to I don't know, and he writes something down and on a piece of paper, and he hands it to you, and it's an address, and he says, maybe if you could get all of them to this undisclosed warehouse, I might be able to take them off your hands. I'm sure they'll listen to you. You're their best friend, right? They love you."
well, actually, as soon as I would turn my back on them, they would shoot me, and they would be happy about it. They would be proud. Yeah, I did it. I shoot John. World is better place now.
Well, Victor here, he says that he's got your back, and so does Arthur, and trust him. This is the right side here. It's the winning team. He seems quite confident in you.
Is there any way you could maybe manipulate William to think I'm a better person than he might think I am? That'd be nice.
Oh, you're trying to ask him something. Manipulation, persuasion.
Yes, coming up.
Contested. Ooh, gonna have to counter roll that. Let's do a tiebreaker here.
Okay. Yes.
Oh. All right. So yeah, he kind of thinks on it for a second, and he says, "Well, yeah, I don't really like to get out and about too much. It's so comfortable here. But like I said, I'd be willing to help out. But you gotta get them over to that warehouse. You and Arthur. I'm sure that the two of you together can make a good case. And I'm not saying anything bad's gonna happen. And he kind of like under his breath, he says, lots of bad things gonna happen. But I guarantee you, if all goes well, according to plan, none of them will get hurt. Except maybe that corporate one. I don't like them too much."
I understand. So I bring William and Iris with the pickup and the vampire to this location, right?
Yeah, he nods his head and he says, "Yep, that would be the sum of it." And I'm sure Arthur here, he's my best man here. I'm sure he will have your back, and I am sure the two of you will do absolutely fine.
All right, I'll try.
All right, and give me a quick like a reflexive wits and composure for something real quick.
If I see that booty, I do, and I do it. I see it quite well.
Uh, but yeah, like so while you all have been kind of making this little arrangement, Arthur's kind of been he's gone back over to that table behind you, and he's kind of gotten into the cocaine. He's just having some fun back there. But the Victor seems to be quite confident in you. He's given you Arthur to work with, and that's all he wants you to do. And he's willing to give you he's willing to give up his cocaine even, but yeah, I guess money. So everything has been worked out. Do you have anything else to any other business here?
Yeah. What Arthur doing there? I ain't gonna pay for that. That's his cup of tea.
Yeah, Victor.
Just saying.
Yeah, Victor's just kind of laughing and yeah, he's like, no, Arthur. Yeah, Arthur's good for it. He's we go back years, so he doesn't mind it. But he does kind of look over his shoulder and say, he kind of like snaps his fingers, like, will somebody clean that shit up? To the guy that's dead back there.
Okay. Well, okay. Guess I'm gonna leave then now with the rest of Arthur.
Yeah, with Arthur, he's just got a little donut powder on his nose there. But yeah, so Victor, he's done with you all. He's put out there what he wants from you, and what he has to offer.
Yes.
So yeah, Arthur, I guess he's gonna, you all are gonna, he'll kind of guide you back to the car out in the alleyway. And Arthur, who is now just he's having fun, but he's just gonna say, "Man, I told you it'd be great." And but as you're gonna get to the door, like before you leave the building, he's just gonna say, "But hey, this is some good times, great shit. But don't talk about any of it outside this room, okay? They're everywhere."
Of course. Oh, by the way, I'm driving. Okay.
Oh no, you're gonna have to fight him for that because he loves driving his hippie wagon. Okay, even when he's high as fuck, he loves driving that thing. So gonna have to persuade it.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So yeah, no, Arthur, he just says, "No, I'm good for it, man. Trust me, I'm good for it." And so now, yeah, like you're going outside, and like the moment that you open the door, and he's just like visibly like got crack on his nose. He's just he just immediately starts shouting, "Oh, fuck, that was good. That was, man, the strippers, the crack, and all that." All that blood, just man, high as fuck. Wasn't it a good time, John?
It was good. I almost touched the booty.
So yeah, the disguise works. It works. You're in the clear. So yeah, he's gonna be driving back to town, and let me just again one last check here, just to make sure he does that safely. Which he's gonna have a bit of a penalty now.
Oh god, I did.
Oh. Well, the bad news is that was a critical failure.
No.
So yeah, like to sum it, like on your way back, like as you're kind of like maybe we'll say like halfway back, eventually like he's swerving around on the highway, and like he kind of takes a wrong turn, and he goes off into the backwoods. And basically he gets lost. He gets completely lost, and just it's gonna take forever to get back. And also he just drives the thing, like eventually just drives it off the road, and it gets stuck in a ditch.
Jesus Christ.
Well, hey, crackhead driving.
Yeah, also forget about that. I still want my money.
Oh yeah, so now Arthur, he's he's kind of trying to get the thing unstuck, but he's like, oh yeah, the money, I forgot about that. He's just kind of looking around. I'll get you that money as soon as I can, and he's kind of looking at down to his pistol.
Yes. Get that money when I'm not around, please.
All right, so yeah, it's gonna. Oh man, so to get the car unstuck, it's oh man, like he doesn't have the skills for that. So okay, I'm gonna combine. Yeah, I'm gonna combine. His it's gonna take some dexterity and crafts. Just general vehicle maintenance slash getting it out of there. I'll combine his role with yours. So like, if you're gonna help him, that is.
Yeah, of course I want to get out of there.
So okay, like his one with your four. So give me a 5. That's your combined roll. All right. Well, since it was a very simple operation of getting the thing out of a ditch, you managed to pull it off after about a half hour. Yeah. No major
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
But
Okay.
but yeah, so you're back on the road again, and as he's swerving around and all that, but yeah, you eventually start getting back to Ashfield, slowly, but yeah, he kind of Arthur says, "Man, that was a fucking trip." So I guess see you next time. See you next time. Hail Mammon. Is as you're getting back into the eventually you'll get back into the suburbs where your character lives, and yeah, so he's just being quite enthusiastic as always.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, mama and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm alive.
so let's see, I'll do one final roll here. Mhm. So yeah, like as he's gonna pull back in to to your house, and as he pulls again, he misses the driveway, pulls up on the lawn, like he kind of drives all the way up to the stairs that lead into your house, like he's trying to drive the car up the stairs, but he eventually stops. And he opens, he says, all right, it was fun times. See you next time then, right?"
You're gonna pay for that, motherfucker.
Yeah, he just kind of waves his gun around and says, "Yeah, I got you. I'll pay you back real soon. Just like give me like 15 minutes."
I doubt that he can do that in 50 minutes. 50 minutes is like, what, taking a piss?
uh, but yeah, so you have been dropped off back at your little mansion, and so you've been informed of some new goings on, and it's okay, like, so you've progressed through. It's like it's gonna be like in the night now, so I'm gonna leave it here for right now. It was still short, but like I don't want you to get too ahead of tinfoil, because now things are gonna start coming together.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just okay with this whole thing. I wanted to give your character some options, other than just being a crazy cultist, or working with the corporation. I wanted to give another option there, another out, if you will.
Yes. but
So
sadly, always the same thing. Do what you're already doing. That's kind of
except
stupid.
but well, that's the thing. That's part of it. But he wants some. He wants you to get William and Iris and the vampires they staked. So he also wants you to do that. It's basically there's the long game, which you're gonna stay the course, and then there's more immediate goals that you might have to make some decisions on.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Yeah, I somehow doubt that I get tinfoil to actually drive to that address.
Well, well, he wants all of them, but like you could try for Iris as well. And it's those staked vampires. He wants those too. But see, like the way this will lead in is next game. So next game, there's going to be a lot of decisions to be made from all the player characters and the companion characters. And I'm very interested to see where things are going to go next game on Saturday.
But in theory, I'm gonna red out Iris, aren't I?
Well, again, you can play it however you want to, and now, like, well, here's the thing: you're building more contacts. So, like, you've got Arthur that'll help you out now, and possibly Victor as well. You have options and contacts and assistants now beyond just Iris and Tinfoil's character. So you can think of something, I'm sure. I would
Yeah,
say try
but
to think of a way. I guess think by Saturday think of some way out of this mess.
great. Yeah, but if we drive to the warehouse, Iris will be gone, right?
Well, like I said, is that it's all again variables. There are certain variables, things that may or may not happen, and if you can, like, if you as the player character, if you can think of some things to get everyone there, or to get maybe some of them there, or again get creative with it. That's all I have to say is get creative with it, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but my biggest enemy so far is tinfoil.
Yeah, no, his character, like with that quick draw and his like his gun initiative thing, like if you get into a fight with him, unless you go for the kill and you set him on fire, like unless you make him spontaneously combust, like yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, but in theory, I could do that, but we would lose a player, right?
Well,
That'd be
because
kind of
here's the
stupid.
thing. There's ways around that. He's also kind of been hinting that he kind of like he's been itching to play some Vampire the Masquerade. So like I could save his character from dying by turning it, but there's options there when it comes to his character.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't like to kill off a player without his consent.
Yeah, no, he's already told me like he is down for anything. Like anyone that joins my games, like I tell them up front that look, there's an incredibly high chance of dying in World of Darkness. Even from other players, like things can happen and everyone's on board, so you don't have to worry about that. It's like a character dying is not the end of the game, it's not the end of the story. It's not the end.
Okay, but what would happen if I die? If I would have died from Victor, what would happen then?
Well, if your character had died, well, here's the thing, right? There would still be William, there would still be Arthur, like all these characters still exist in the continuity, and they would still be acting towards their own goals, right? It's just that things, basically, without you in the picture, like things would change. Things would change, and I'd have to work out how exactly, but like all these factions, all these characters, like they kind of have their own continuity going without the players doing anything.
Yeah, but basically, I would have to make a new character, right?
Yeah, like you'd have to roll up a new character, and here's the thing, right? Like, so again, like hell is a thing in this. Your character's already been there. So here's the thing, like when a mortal character dies, they can become a ghost. All right, and at that point, you could actually play the game as a ghost. I'm telling you that right now.
Great. What can
Like
I do as a ghost?
you can manifest, you get a whole new set of powers. You can you can do all the things ghosts in NPC ghosts can do. So like you could possess people, you could manipulate objects, you'd have limitations, but like you would still exist, and with the potential for your character, what's more likely for John is he'd probably go to hell. So like I don't know, there might be a storyline to get him back at some point, like John claws his way out of hell. um But yeah, like there's options. There's options.
Why would I go to hell? I'm a nice guy. I even burned my own apartment because people asked me to do it.
uh, well, it's because you've already been there once before, and that changes a man.
Oh, god damn it.
But yeah, so I guess like here's the thing. Don't worry too much about the player versus player. It happens, but again, there's always creative ways to get out of things if you really think it very hard on it. And also some of this is on tinfoil as well. Like, there's things he will be able to do as well that might get things, might resolve things peacefully.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of Tinfoil is gonna cock block me and say, no, we're not driving to that address. Fuck you.
Well, again, like no. Here's the thing: if he tries to metagame it, no, like I'll do a little DM magic to put him on the right path. But again, that's why, like I said, there's other characters. Like you could circumvent William and go to Iris, and it's a matter. And actually, even with tinfoil, like as a character, you can use your manipulation intimidation on him, and as if he fails his resolve check, his character will start to go along with things. Social combat, it's player versus player too.
Yes. Yes, maybe I have an idea already.
Yeah, see, like I'm saying, is you got till Saturday, so just kind of think on it. And I will be thinking on all the contingencies, all the possible ways that things could go down, and we'll see. We'll see. Things are getting interesting now. And it's not just like here's the thing. It's not just keep doing what you're doing. There's going to be other things happening, and it's all coming to a head. It's all like all of the factions, it's all gonna come together eventually. You don't have the whole picture yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious on how this continues.
All right, and as for the debrief on this, like I really thought for sure that you were gonna I thought the gas station thing. I thought for damn sure that it was gonna end with either you or Arthur killing a man and like setting the gas station on fire or something. I thought for sure that was it.
Again, on creating the character, I already told you, when things get dangerous, I'm the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
That's
well, it's
that's the reason why I didn't go on Saturday. Why I didn't go into the vampire bar.
yeah, it's and again makes sense. But like here's the thing, there were a lot of other roles happening, and like if a role had gone wrong, like Arthur might have just shot the guy just impulsively, or the guy with the shotgun might have just unloaded on Arthur at point blank range, and you'd have to deal with that. Like things could have gone very differently there.
Oh, jeez.
Again, it's those dice rolls. But I guess that, and also the so like in the club there was also a lot more bargaining that could have been done. There was a lot more things that could have happened if you had said the wrong thing or angered Victor. Because he's fucking crazy. He's just absolutely fucking crazy.
I noticed. Yeah, but what would be, for example, a wrong question?
Well, like if you'd asked him again about his invisible friend, that would have been things could have gotten more dangerous. Or if things had just gone on a little like, well, here's the thing: there was a couple of ways, like when he shot one of his bouncers, a couple of different things that could have happened there, but that didn't. And then of course Arthur, like he had a little invisible composure resolve check there, which he did give into the cocaine, but like he could have done something stupid as well. It's just again factors, lots of things.
Well, okay.
But yeah, I think overall it was a short, but like it was productive enough. It gave you another out. It gave you another contact. And actually, I will say this: like, I'm looking at your character sheet here. I'm gonna give you some willpower here because actually, your character, like, you didn't rob anyone. You I
Even
think you
though I
played well.
tried.
Well, yeah, this is true, but like you didn't kill anyone, you didn't rob anyone, and that was actually breaking my expectation. Also, I guess we can say that you concluded a storyline there, which will kind of get you back onto the main storyline. So I'll refresh your willpower. I'll give you that just for playing it well.
Okay.
But yeah, and your willpower is good now too. So I think like if you want to try to use your fire powers from here on out, you have a much better chance of doing it. Which also, if I could make a suggestion, so like here's the thing. When it comes to using the fire powers, you take a really big penalty for like trying to set things on fire that aren't flammable. You take a big penalty. Like we're talking like -2 or more dice to set something on fire. But like if you were to say carry a lighter at all times, you can like exploding a lighter, you actually get a +3 dice pool for that. So like it would be very
Holy.
easy. Yeah, it would be very easy to like throw the lighter at someone and then cause the lighter to explode, or it carries some gasoline and just like I don't know, splash gasoline on someone and you could light them up real fast and easy with that. But like I'm just saying, get creative with it, because you're gonna have a hard time setting people on fire when they're not flammable.
Okay. Well, I guess I have to ask Tinfoil now to make me like grenades, which spread a flammable gas.
Well, actually, like Tinfoil's character, he almost always in a big combat situation, he's got some kind of explosives on him or something. So yeah. But,
Easy to ignite him.
oh god, just like you wear a grenade belt and just tinfoil just cut in half. But yeah, so again, just on the way to Saturday, just get creative, do some creative thinking, and I'll do some creative thinking as well, and we'll see where things go.
Yes, let's see.
All right, so thanks for showing up, and to the the one person that watches, thanks for showing up as well. Hope it was fun. Till next time.
Bye.